Hello everyone, and welcome back to TechBlock. Today, as I said in my previous video, we're going to be attempting to mount my 4K BenQ monitor that is actually off camera. We can just barely see it there in the corner. This bad boy here that BenQ sent us, so we're going to be mounting, or at least attempting to mount, this monitor above these three. Now, how am I going to do that? Well, Bestek reached out to me and they offered to send out one of their monitor arms. Now they've sent me a single monitor arm here. It's like a gas powered thingy. It's pretty cool. I've never had one of these monitor arms before. In fact, I've only really had one, and that's the monitor arm holding up these three monitors here. And if you're interested in like a full video about my monitor arm for my triple monitors here, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be sure to make one, as I know when I was shopping for mine, finding like actual reviews for monitor arms was a freaking nightmare. So let me know if you'd like to see a video about my triple monitor arm in the comment section down below. And by the way, I already unboxed this monitor arm a few days ago when it arrived, just to kind of do a few measurements and see if it would be possible at all. And the answer is it might be possible, but it may also result in my table breaking in half. But we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to try to put it together, see how it works. I've never put this thing together yet. I've not done any of that. I just kind of took this main piece out of its packaging and played around, see if it would even be possible, and it might be. Now this monitor arm is actually kind of unique, as not only is it a monitor arm, but you may also see that it comes with some cables. Now, the reason it comes with cables is these are extension cables basically, or pass-through ports. So your monitor arm gives you a USB 2.0 pass-through, as well as like microphone and headphone pass-through ports as well. So if you ever wanted pass-through ports on your monitor arm, this one has it. So that's a pretty unique feature, I guess. But I'm just going to put this on the ground for now. Let's take everything else out. You do get like all the required screws, everything, and the actual packaging is very good, as things come labeled in these little bags. So we've got like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all marked like on the actual little bags. So you get like 2 Allen keys with this. So assembly hopefully shouldn't take too long, or shouldn't be too hard either. And then you also get all these components as well. I've never set this up, as I said, so hopefully it's nice and easy to set up. The one thing I'm slightly worried about is my desk possibly breaking in half after setting this up, as the current monitor arm that I have holding up my 3 monitors is very, very heavy. Like, it's super sturdy, it's just all metal construction, it's a beast, but it's also very heavy because of that. It's clamped onto my desk. All the 3 monitors weigh quite a bit as well, and then I've also got like a pretty heavy PC on the desk, so all that adds up to a lot of weight, and I really feel like adding another monitor arm above these may actually cause a problem, mainly because of the way I'm mounting it. So this monitor arm is going to be mounted on the monitor arm that's holding those instead of the desk, as there's no possible way I can get this arm to mount to the desk and then have a monitor above it, as it's just not tall enough, unfortunately. So we're going to be mounting a monitor arm onto a monitor arm. I checked, I think it might be possible. Luckily this monitor arm does come with a bunch of instructions, so hopefully assembly shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, it looks pretty straightforward, I guess, but the way we're going to be mounting it probably is quite unique, as we're mounting it on another monitor arm. What I'm going to go ahead and do for now is I'm going to actually move the BenQ monitor off the table, just so I can assemble the monitor arm on like an empty table. That was actually really quick. Wow, that did not take long at all. So all you needed to assemble this was like 6 screws, and that's it. And it was really, really simple. I'm gonna grab the monitor. Right, so I've got the monitor here. What we have to do as well, which is you know, kind of important, is we have to attach the actual VESA mount onto this monitor. So this one here is a 100 by 100, pretty straightforward. Well, this says up. I just realized that, yeah, you have to mount this a certain way. Well, luckily we've mounted it the correct way. I'm gonna do a quick little test on the actual desk, just to see, you know, whether this actually works. So I'm gonna screw the monitor arm onto the desk real quick. Right, so I made it pretty tight. It seems to be quite sturdy. What I'm gonna do now is drop the monitor on here, I guess. Let's just test if this thing actually works. Okay, that's all good. The one problem is I think we have to adjust the actual tension, as that just went down straight away. It also looks like it's like a face here, you know, it's like a plus minus and like a smiley face. We need to increase tension. So, plus, I guess. Can this lift up now? Oh my lord. No, tension still needs to be increased. This does come with like a quick release clamp, so we can just push it. Now we have to pull it shortly. Then we rip the monitor out. Pretty straightforward. So taking the actual monitor off of the monitor arm is very, very easy. But we have to also adjust the clamp here, as the tilt was, I think, going down way too easily, as well as like all this as well. Ooh, this is, ooh. Oh man. Yeah, this is gas powered, I think, like, god damn. Get rid of the monitor stand for the BenQ monitor. Just like that, one screw. Now before I actually mount the monitor back on here, I'm going to tighten it up quite a bit more. It raises itself up. What the hell? Okay. I think the problem is now that the actual tilt part here needs some adjustment as well. So, putting the monitor back on. Bam, clamps in. Alright, so I've now fully assembled this monitor arm, and the monitor is on top of it, it's mounted. I've adjusted all the tension and stuff so that the monitor doesn't immediately just drop. So it's all perfect now by the looks of things, and everything's looking good. I mean, the monitor arm works very well. I can freaking bring the monitor up, I can bring it down, I can tilt it. I have all the adjustments I could ever want really with this monitor arm. So that all works quite well, and then you even get like a USB pass-through and like audio pass-through ports on your monitor arm. Of course you do. And by the way, I know I'm going to get quite a few comments asking me why I'm not mounting the monitor onto my table and then just mounting it above. Well, here's the reason why. The monitor arm can't actually bring the monitor up high enough so it could be used as an overhead. This is as high as the monitor arm goes. So that's the reason why I'm going to be mounting the monitor arm onto another monitor arm, so that I can actually, like, you know, have an overhead monitor. As everyone told me to get an overhead monitor, you know, use the BenQ monitor as an overhead, make a quad display setup, and I'm like, you know what, that's not a bad idea. So thank you to everyone who left those comments in the comment section and told me to do this. And let's hope that my table doesn't break in half, or even like the monitor arm. I hope that the other monitor arm doesn't just like snap. Oh, this is an awful idea. Gonna take the monitor off the monitor arm. There we go. Let's go ahead and clamp this monitor arm onto another monitor arm. I mean, holding up the monitor arm won't be a problem, trust me. It's just that holding up the monitor that's on this monitor arm may be a problem after it's mounted onto another monitor arm. I'm saying monitor arm like every second. Yo, this could smack me in the face. Oh, I don't want that. I should really ask for like some help. You know, I should really call someone like, hey, can you help me install this monitor arm? Because doing this by itself is dangerous. This thing might fall and hit me in the head. Or like drop on my keyboard and just break everything. Like, how can I do this? Nah, mate, nah. I don't even know if this is going to be stable though. Like, if it's not stable, I can't mount this here. This might work. I mean, it's stable enough, I guess. Right, I'm gonna mount the ASUS monitor back on. Make sure, like, it's all good. If my desk breaks in half, at least I'll have it on video. But let's try to mount this. Oh my god. It's mounted. And the desk hasn't snapped in half. Oh my god, what the heck? This actually works. Well, a good like hour later of adjusting things, setting it all up, I've done it. And this doesn't look like it's my setup anymore. It's changed so much. This looks insane. Oh my god. And like the way the stand's actually mounted, like it's perfect because you pretty much don't see the bezel here. It's just like the Windows bar. Oh my god. Like, this setup, I thought that I would never do this. It just looked so crazy in my opinion. Like a 4K HDR monitor above like three 1080p monitors here. Like, god damn, this looks insane. Right, so I've gone ahead and actually cable managed a few things in the setup now, just to make sure that it all looks, you know, presentable and nice. So if we look down, we only really see like, well, just a few cables here and there. And if we look underneath the table, oh no, let's not look underneath the table. It looks horrific there. But the cable management behind all these monitors and stuff isn't too bad. The cable management here is nice and tidy, but below the table is genuinely horrific. Like, this is becoming a problem, and next month we're going to be doing a complete cable management like redesign. I'm going to be pretty much redoing everything from scratch. We're going to be organizing things, so it might be like a multiple part series, as this is just horrific. Like, it looks so bad, and it's becoming like a fire hazard down there. So I think it's about time we actually switch things up and fix all that. But this setup, let me tell you, right, let me actually sit in the chair. Like, oh my god, this is like a point of view from M. Like, editing videos on Adobe Premiere is going to be so much nicer now, as this monitor was previously here on the table, and every single time I'd want to use it for Adobe Premiere, I'd have to like twist my whole body and like my head to look at this monitor here, as it was kind of like at an awkward angle, you know what I mean? So now, it being above here is actually awesome. And the setup just looked so freaking crazy with this monitor here. Like, setup upgrades rarely ever like make my jaw drop, but when I mounted this, genuinely for the first time in a long time, my jaw was just like dropped. I was speechless. I'm like, this looks crazy. Quad monitor setup. I never thought I'd actually have a quad monitor setup, but BenQ sent this monitor out to me, and I think we're putting it to great use, mounting it as an overhead. So thank you once again to everyone who recommended that I do this. You guys are legends, as I was going to switch to like a single 4K monitor for a while and see how that goes, but I think this looks much better. So watch out for my review of the BenQ 4K monitor. I'll be dropping that in October, probably like at the end of October. So it's going to be pretty cool, and so far, loving the monitor. Thank you BenQ once again for sending it out to me. And the PC build, we finished that up yesterday, and it's beautiful. So thank you very much for watching as always, and hope to see you in another video soon. Goodbye.